Welcome to Castles, Capes, and Clones Vlogcast, in which we discuss the Disney issues of the day. In this episode, we'll be talking about Disney winning big at the MCU. Hold on just a second. Okay, sorry. Where we discuss the Disney issues of the day. In this episode, we'll be talking about the Disney winning big at the MTV Awards, Loki and Black Widow, Lucasfilm production, and more. We are Castle, Capes, and Clones, where we discuss everything in the Disney universe. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and do like this post. I'm Warren, and I'm here with my cousin and co-pilot, Rich.
Hello.
How's it going?
Going okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I've been going through the catalog of animated films on Disney Plus, so I've seen Coco and Hercules, The Emperor's New Groove, The Great Mouse Detective, Inside Out, Toy Story 4, and Soul. I watched Soul again, and I liked it a lot better than when I first saw it.
Nice.
And I'm going to watch Princess and Frog tonight.
Nice. Any rhyme or reason to the order, or just whatever?
Nope, just
floats your
kind
boat.
of picking out what I want.
Nice.
So yeah,
Right.
it'll be good. I want to watch Raya and the Last Dragon again, which is excellent.
Yes.
Anyway, all right. Well, let's get to the news. Let's see. Is there anybody in the chat right now? Nope, not right now. Hopefully, people come in as we start the news. Anyway, in Disney news, Hocus Pocus will premiere in the fall of 2022 on Disney Plus, and actor Thora Birch has teased that she might be in Hocus Pocus 2. I guess she apparently tweeted or Instagram something that says 2022 will be marvelous, and then had a little gif of Winifred Sanderson. So who knows what it means, but she could be teasing her involvement.
I mean, it would make sense, right? Having the adult version.
Yeah.
I mean, I
It
don't
would
know.
be nice to see the adult version.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know
The
if
character.
she'd be like. I mean, we don't know the story, so it could be
Right.
I'm going to assume it's going to be like her kids or another set of kids, right? So.
Yeah, maybe it's their kids. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah.
I'm just excited. 2022, not too far.
Yeah. So a little over a year and a half. That's about time. Gives them time to do it. They haven't started though yet, right? I don't think.
Not that I know of. I know that Adam Shankman was supposed to be the director, but I guess he has gone on, and they have a new female director. I forget her name, but she's supposed to be directing the film now. And so they have a director at least, and they have stars.
Nice.
So, but I don't know where they are in terms of story. But 2022, I mean, they have to have something going.
Well, yeah, that's why. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to start. Like I'm positive that pre-production it's been going on, but like principal photography shoots to be starting soon. When did that movie come out? 90s?
Yes.
I would
The
imagine.
90s.
I would imagine that there's a lot more like the effects are going to be a little bit more modern. So,
Mm-hmm.
and those always take time.
Yeah. Although I did love, I mean, I loved everything about Hocus Pocus the original. So, including their kind of cheap special effects of them flying. Well, it was just them on wire, so but I loved it.
Yeah, but it's been
Yeah,
20 some years, 30, I don't know, 30
something
years,
like that.
almost 30
God,
years.
just makes me feel old when I think about how long the '90s were.
How long ago that was?
Yeah,
Yup.
30 something years ago. So anyway, all right. Well, moving on. There was a sneak peek of Monsters at Work, which is coming to Disney Plus on July 2nd. And did you get a chance to watch the sneak peek?
I did. It was very sneak peeky.
Yes. Yes. Not a lot that you can really, you know, wrap your mind around. It was very
Yeah.
quick.
Like, I don't know what it's a. I mean, like, I don't know. Have they said that Mike and Sully are not the main characters? Because it seems like it's that the teaser make it seem like they're not the main
Yeah,
characters.
I have a feeling that they are just kind of they're there, but I think that they're going to revolve around, like, it seems like there's some person who you know kind of rejects the idea of them changing from scare to laughter, and so I'm assuming that that's going to be an antagonist. But they have like so many characters that we don't know who they are yet,
Right.
so we'll find out. I'm sure soon.
I like the. I mean, like the only part of the premise I know is that they're following or the characters they introduce seems like they're part of not the scare or the laughter crew. I don't know what they call them,
Mm-hmm.
but they're like the maintenance crew.
Right.
So
Right.
hijinks can ensue.
Yeah.
It looks good though.
Yeah, it does. It really looks good, and
Yeah.
it'll be nice to have Mike and Sully around, just even for whatever limited role they
Like,
have.
yeah.
Roz was there. We love Roz.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, like it makes kind of sense as it looks like Mike and Sully are like running the company, so you don't need to see them. They're always looming, but they're not like like all upper management. We're kind of
Yeah.
just we pop in and out. So
Hi, Maria Castro. Welcome. We're talking about Disney news. All right. Let's move on. Disney unveiled a new content brand meant to showcase work from underrepresented creatives, including creatives of color, and it's called the Onyx Collection. And most of its titles will be under Hulu, but Disney also clarified that other platforms, including like Freeform and probably Disney Plus, will feature content from the brand line. I hope that it is pretty diverse and not just on Hulu, because I'd love to see stuff on Disney Plus as well.
right,
Um, I think anywhere that they can showcase underrepresented creatives would be great.
agreed. I mean, we don't know too much about it, so it's not really.
Mm-hmm.
Again, though, Disney is working, at their diversity thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
and not only just that, but like a lot of initiatives that help up and coming creators. So
Mm-hmm.
I like the trend.
Yeah. I think that it's going to be really good. And again, my hat's off to Disney for they're doing all of they have these different initiatives. This Onyx Collection, Spark Shorts at Pixar. They had that other one at Disney that I can't remember what they branded it as. So, there's good things that are just rolling in from Disney.
Right.
All right. Well, Walt Disney World is relaxing some of its mask rules while maintaining most. And pretty much, if you are vaccinated, which I don't know how they're going to enforce that, you don't have to wear a mask outside.
Right.
But in lines and inside, you have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
And again, I have no idea how they're going to, enforce the vaccination
They can't.
rule. They can't.
They can't.
It's like
There's
I don't think
no...
legally they can ask you to see your what's it called, your vaccination card. Just like they can't ask you what your disability is if you're asking about disability program.
I mean, I think they can, but it's a little different.
Well, and then everybody will have to race around asking, "Can I see your card? Can I see your card?"
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're going to do it because today, like in California, Governor Newsom kind of said the same kind of things. Like outdoor events, if you're vaccinated, and you have proof, which is the vaccination card or some kind of medical record, something.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they don't really go into how individual establishments can enforce it, which I think is part of the problem. It's like, unfortunately, I just don't trust the public at large on the honor system. There's too many people out there that never believed in it.
Yep.
And will use any excuse to not be safe, and that's the problem. So, I mean, I'll continue, even though I am vaccinated, I continue to wear it anyway.
Yeah.
Even though I don't need to technically.
Yeah, I don't need to either, but I wear it.
Yeah. So.
Just until we get out of this, thing for good. I mean, people are still getting vaccinated. You have a lot of resistance to vaccinations, and so you never know.
Which makes it harder, right?
Yep. Yep, exactly.
So,
yeah.
Just keep on being safe. We implore you.
Yep. All right, well, Disneyland Paris is supposed to open in June. So that's good. They are, I think, the last park to open.
Right.
Now, they did open for a while.
For like a week.
And then they closed down.
Yeah.
But them and the cruise lines, they're the only ones that are not open yet.
I mean, the cruise lines are basically floating tubes of COVID, so...
Yeah.
That's the one where I'm like... It'll take a while before I even plan out the notion of going on a cruise.
Right.
So... Because there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
He's stuck in the middle of the seas.
You know, I mean, and people are still taking COVID. I mean, people don't know. You know, um, I don't know if you remember our Uncle Ray.
Yeah.
His daughter Cherry.
Yeah.
She died.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
She died from COVID.
Oh man.
And that just happened.
Oh really?
Yeah. So it's very crazy.
Man. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still happening. It's still happening, and people need to realize that we still can't laugh at it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, big Disney wins big at this year's MTV Movie Awards, and let's go over what they won. Hold on. Please hold. Taking a moment for this to load. All right, so the Falcon and the Winter Soldier won. Anthony Mackie from Falcon and the Winter Soldier won Best Hero, and he beat the Mandalorian's Pedro Pascal and WandaVision's Tayona Paris. WandaVision, though, was far from empty-handed. Won Best Show for the performance as Wanda Maximoff. Elizabeth Olsen took the Best Performance in the show. And she beat out critically acclaimed Anna Taylor-Joy and Michaela Cole for the work in The Queen's Gambit and I May Destroy You. Catherine Hahn got Best Villain, and also the series climax got Best Fight. And Best Duo was The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And Scarlett Johansson also won the Generation Award, and she obviously is the Black Widow. So she is part of the Disney family, and yeah, she's done other things too for Disney. So anyway, that's the MTV Awards. Pretty cool.
It's been a while since I've watched the MTV anything.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't even know that. I didn't really even know that award show still went on.
Right.
I mean, it was always entertaining when I was younger.
Yeah.
And because they always had the weird categories and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad also that WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier are getting accolades, because I don't think they're going to get them at the Emmys, but who knows?
I mean, they're pushing.
Yeah.
For it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hope they do it. I hope they get something.
Yeah.
Anyway, Steven Schwartz has said that Idina Menzel will receive a solo number in Disenchanted, which is great because I don't know why they had her in the original Enchanted film and gave her no singing numbers. And I thought that was always really weird. So I'm glad. But that was kind of like what happened with Jonathan Groff in Frozen. And they gave him a number in Frozen 2, which is my favorite number from Frozen 2. And
I mean, he had a little one in Frozen.
Yeah, a little one. Yeah, but I mean, at the same time,
right? ... Mm.
All right, so ABC's Blackish will end after 8 seasons, and that's historic. Um, to have this show revolving around African American family, and it's branched out so many different spin-offs from Grownish to what are the other ones?
I don't know.
Like Mixed-ish or something like that. Can't remember what it's called. But yeah, there was a lot of spin-offs that still exist. So very cool. I mean, like
It's like the modern day Happy
them.
Days.
Yeah, pretty much.
It spinned off how many shows from Happy Days?
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
I know. Laverne and Shirley, Mork and Mindy.
Joni loves Chachi.
Joni loves Chachi. Yeah, no, it's another one. So, yeah. All right. Well, there's been some news about Turner and Hooch, and it is Josh Peck, who is going to be Scott Turner. I guess he is going to be a U.S. Marshal, and is the son of Tom Hanks's character in the movie. So there's not going to be the same as, the original Turner and Hooch is kind of like a sequel or a, this is in the new life of a guy named Turner. So that answers your question about the death of Hooch. I guess this is new Hooch.
Like Hooch 2.
Yeah.
I wonder if the premise is going to be because of what happened in Turner and Hooch, Tom Hanks refuses to get another dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then so they grew up maybe his son grew up not around dogs.
Yeah.
And so he gets paired up with a dog, and for whatever reason, as a marshal, needs the dog's help to find whatever, and then boom, becomes a dog person.
Yeah.
I wonder though. I mean, they leave it open to the possibility of Tom Hanks showing up at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I feel though it's a small percent chance, but I'm also glad they're not doing a reboot where it's the same. You know what I mean? It's the same character.
Yeah.
Because one, every if this goes on for more than one season, everyone's gonna be so. I mean, spoiler alert for Turner and Hooch, the movie.
Right.
The dog doesn't make it.
Oh, poor doggy.
So then it's if it was a remake, then it's going to be so everyone's going to be so when does that happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's we know the original story, so there'll always be that. Are they going to? Or is this going to be a more happy ending? So, probably a smart move to go this route where they just continue the story with the next generation,
right?
And tell a different dog story, and hopefully, well, it's a series, so hopefully they don't repeat the movie.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
You get all these fans who love it, and then all of a sudden, makes a turn for the worst.
Right, I know. How could you do this to us again?
But in this version, it's Turner.
Oh my god. And then They have to get a new Turner, just like Scott Turner's brother. Yeah.
It's the same actor, like long lost twin.
Right.
And then the third season, it's another one, but this time that's like a long lost sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still named Turner, because that doesn't seem to be tied to any kind of gender. Oh, it's last name, right? Turner. Scott. Yeah, it's a last name.
Yeah, Scott Turner.
Yeah, endless Turners.
Mm-hmm.
Every season, new Turner.
Right.
And the season, this like the series finale, the last season, it's all Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because why not?
Exactly. I tell you. All right. Well, there is a new trailer for the upcoming Disney Plus series, The Mysterious Benedict Society. And I forgot to put the link down here. Were you able to see this trailer?
Yep.
Okay, good. I thought it was pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the books they're based off of.
Yeah, me neither. I have no idea. I have no idea what the story's about, but it looks kind of cool.
Well, I mean, yeah,
and I'll probably watch it.
It's like Tony Hale versus evil Tony Hale.
Exactly.
With a bunch of
anything with Tony Hale in it, I love.
Right, that's how I knew about it, because I follow him on Instagram, so he posted like the trailer.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I always feel like it's like in the same vein of like Artemis Fowl and the Lemony Snicket.
Mm-hmm.
It looks kind of like. I was trying to pinpoint what era this is. Well, judging by the kids, I can't pinpoint it because one of the kids looks like more modern looking, but then some of them kind of look like they dress like they're from old time. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it looks fun.
Yeah, it does. It definitely looks fun.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the Marvel news. So there were 2 clips released for Loki. I think it's entitled Meeting Agent Mobius. And then Black Widow was Have You Got a Plan? So these are clips that were released. Did you get a chance to look at the clips?
Yep, I did.
I thought it was really, I loved them both. And very different from each other. One was a total action-packed sequence, and the other one was more mind games.
Yeah, and it's like they weren't like montage clips. It was pretty much a scene from both.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen parts of the Loki one. This is just the longer version of it, where they're in like an elevator or something. So you learn. The other thing is the first time they actually named Owen Wilson's character as Morbius.
Yeah. Did it look like in the Black Widow, that they were being chased by what is her name? The one that is kind of like the mother figure.
Rachel Weisz's character?
Was that Rose Byrne or?
Oh, wait, is she in that movie?
No, I don't. I can't remember the name of it. You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
Rachel Weisz.
Rachel Weisz, that's it. Rachel Weisz.
Was she the one?
I don't
know
why I keep wanting to say her name is Rose Byrne. It looked like to me that she was the one hunting them, but I have no idea.
I didn't get that.
You didn't see that?
No, I know it's a woman. I just didn't see the.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the face.
Maybe I was mistaken.
I mean, we don't know the story, so.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But both clips I thought were really excellent.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to both. So in about a month, we'll get Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow in like 2 months.
We're gonna get Black Widow.
Yeah, and I think that might be my return to the theater to see that.
I really want to see it in the theater.
Yeah.
And, you know, like my mom and Tony went to the movies the other day.
Oh, yeah.
They said literally there were 4 people in the theater.
Right. I mean, like, that's now.
Yeah.
2 more months from now, that can change.
Who knows? Yeah.
Especially, like, the things in California keep getting, like, looser in terms of things like that. So, who knows what it's going to be like in 2 months?
Yeah.
So,
right.
We'll see. We'll play it by ear. I would like to see it, but I definitely don't want to go in, like, a full capacity theater.
Yeah.
If they're, like, still limiting, sure. But if they're like, back to normal, everybody, I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I just wait for I forget, is it like, are they going towards this theatrical release, or are they still putting out on Premiere?
I think it's both.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that one is both Premiere and theater. So, well, we will see.
Yep.
Okay, so next up is that Marvel Studios Disney Plus series What If will debut in August. Yay! So
Makes sense.
after Black Widow will come.
Yeah.
Will come What If?
Which is what I thought was going to happen anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought it was going to go... Well, I did think Loki would have been earlier.
Right.
Because I mean, we were supposed to get Black Widow by now. I mean, even after the previous delays. Like, the original 2021, or the COVID 2021 era version was supposed to come out this month.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get Loki, I think Shang-Chi, and then What If?
Yeah.
And then Hawkeye?
I think Hawkeye.
And Ms. Marvel after that?
Yeah.
Because I know those are all supposed to be this year.
Because I think Hawkeye wrapped production a while ago, and Ms. Marvel just wrapped production.
Yeah.
So.
It's crazy. And then we're also going to get the Eternals and Spider-Man this year still.
Yep. Then next year, I'm sure we're going to get She-Hulk.
So marvelous.
Moon Knight. I know. Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Can't wait till the year of Star Wars when it's more than just The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And Bad Batch.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, Peyton Reed has confirmed the use of stagecraft in AntMan Wasp: Quantumania. And so, stagecraft, I guess, is another name for the volume.
Probably.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's cool.
Makes sense.
Right.
You know, like, a lot of film production costs currently, a lot of it goes to COVID. Precautions, all those kind of things. And having the volume, as we've kind of seen through, like, all the other shows that use it, it's that there's minimal, like, crew.
Right.
That's not as much as a normal thing, because all the effects and all those kind of set things are usually just done on screen. Lighting, all those kind of things. Like, yeah. So it does make sense, and I would imagine that Ant-Man and Wasp is going to be very, very effects laden. So it'd be kind of interesting to see the behind the scenes on what it looks like when they. Because I can't imagine a lot of when they were like when Ant-Man's big. Like, I don't think that built like a a Godzilla set from like the 60s, where it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
he's just walking around in a model of San Francisco.
Right.
But it'd be kind of
Yeah.
cool to see him like he can now see himself as you know, the giant version of Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be very cool.
And all the flying scenes, that'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a lot of the kind of flying scenes they can do with volume and stagecraft or whatever it is, whatever they want to call it.
Righto.
Yeah. All right. Well, the demon known as Shumagorath from the comic books is rumored to appear in Doctor Strange 2. And I have no reason to believe that
It's not
couldn't
true.
happen. Yeah.
I mean, we're getting Starro in the DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
Why not a big eyeball tentacle
Right.
thingy?
I mean, it's not out of the question. I don't think.
I mean,
We're
we got
soon to get dragons in the
dragons.
In the,
I mean, just like look at Dormammu. It's like crazy,
right, exactly.
crazy kind of a thing. So, yes.
Yeah.
I wonder though if it's like a main kind of thing, or if it's gonna be like, you know, like sometimes they do stingers, like the beginning of Thor,
Mm-hmm.
Ragnarok. He's already doing something, and then that with the demon looking dude,
Yeah, that's shorter.
right?
Yeah.
And then, or like, you know, like James Bond movies usually start off with like the tail end of one adventure to then goes
Right.
into the next. So I wonder if it's gonna be one of those, like you just see like Doctor Strange versus this tentacle eye thingy,
Yeah.
and that's it. And then it comes back full circle.
Right.
Later on.
I just wanted to apologize to people for my lighting because I forgot to draw the lines, and so I've got the sunset going on right on my.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but yep.
Yes. Yep. So anyway, going back to what we were talking about, well, we'll move on to there has been a foodie's guide to the Avengers campus that has been released, and let's go over some of the yummy things that they have to offer, and I can't wait. I'll tell you which ones I want to eat.
Yeah.
So, over at Pim's Test Kitchen, they're going to have breakfast. The calculated breakfast, which is eggs 2 ways, with smoked bacon, crispy potato bites, and focaccia toast. That sounds good. Impossible Quantum Garden Breakfast, which is plant-based omelet with Impossible breakfast sausage, crispy potato bites, and focaccia toast. The ever-expanding Cinnapim toast, which is baked Pim particle bread and egg custard with cinnamon sugar topping, a fried egg, smoked bacon, and maple syrup. A spoonful of cereal is bran flakes and raisins garnished with a yogurt-covered pretzel and served with reduced fat milk and a ripe banana. A spoonful. I bet you it's in a giant spoon.
I wonder, because then I want the spoon.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Nano Egg Experiment 101, softly arranged eggs and turkey bacon with toast. That's for smaller beings. Cinnamon toast, mini toast, which is also for smaller beings. Then we've got snacks and drinks. Quantum Pretzel, which is 453.8 grams of Bavarian-style pretzel with sharp cheddar beer sauce. That sounds delicious. an atomic fusion pretzel, buffalo style, loaded with chicken, hot sauce, ranch dressing, blue cheese crumbles, celery, and dill pickled carrots. That also sounds delicious. Uh, Pingo Doce. It is refreshing lemon lime with a vanilla kick. And this is definitely a green beverage, which is, uh, the same kind of thing that was in the Hulk that Stan Lee drank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the soda there. Proton PB&J punch. This sounds good to me. Minute Maid lemonade with peanut butter and strawberry flavors, PB infused whipped cream, and PB pretzel spheres. All right, so there are the blue particle special, the Pimini, which is salami, rosemary ham, provolone, sun-dried tomato spread, toasted focaccia with marinara dipping sauce, and arugula salad. Not so little chicken sandwich, which is a fried chicken breast, teriyaki, and red chili sauce, pickled cabbage slaw on brioche with crispy potato bites, and it's like literally 2 times the size of the bun.
I mean, it looks like a chicken fried steak with a slider bun.
Yeah, with the slider bun. This is another one that sounds good to me. It's the PB3 Superb Sandwich. Warm PB&J with banana, candied bacon on Pim particle bread with a micro banana smoothie and crispy potato bites. I'll probably get that. Caesar salad and crouton, colossal crouton. So hearts of romaine, Kalamata olives, pickled onions, Caesar dressing, garlic crouton, and Parmesan crisps. Impossible spoonful, rigatoni, and dilatini pasta, plant-based meatballs, tomato sauce, dairy-free Parmesan, and micro basil, and that probably will come in a giant spoon as well. Choco Smash candy bar, dark chocolate, peanuts, caramel, nougat, and chocolate brownies. Yum. And then there are going to be mini meals, teeny pamini for kids, the Seven chicken sandwich, PB&J flavor lab, and mini pasta and impossible meatballs. Then the Pim tasting lab, it's going to be honey buzz, which is gin, lemon juice, and honey syrup with a honey straw. Experiment, which is tequila, Minute Maid lime juice, mango and habanero syrups with mango popping pearls. Honey fusion, gin, Minute Maid lemonade, honey syrup, IPA, and honey straw. Molecular meltdown, marshmallow milk stout, and vanilla ice cream topped with miniature marshmallows. The regulator, which is tequila, Minute Maid lime juice, mango and habanero syrup, wheat ale, and mango popping pearls. Particle fizz, hard seltzer with cherry pearls. Draft beer and snack molecules, mini pretzels, honey roasted peanuts, and sweet and spicy pop sorghum. And the drinks are going to come in a special Pim glass. I don't know if it's a glass or plastic, but whatever it is, it's supposed to come in that.
Right.
The Shawarma Palace is going to have a New York's finest, which is chicken shawarma. Impossible Victory Falafel, which is plant-based falafel, and cauliflower wrap. Both of those sound good.
Yeah.
And then over at Taren Treats near Guardians of the Galaxy, there's going to be a Cosmic Cream Orb, which is Krispy Kreme with cream puff with whipped cream, with whipped raspberry cheesecake mousse, and Sweet Spiral Rasher, which is churro spiral with unique flavors. And they're supposed to be all colored the colors of the Infinity Stones. So quite a bit of food going on. I have no idea what I'm going to get, but I know I'm going to get the PB&J because I am. Some may say I'm a connoisseur of PB&J sandwiches, and I love PB&J. So that's definitely one I want. I want to get the pretzel. I want to get one of the drinks at least.
Yeah.
And yeah, I cannot wait.
I think. Well, I want to do that meatball one, and also that humongous chicken sandwich thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious what that orb dessert is, because I look at it, I'm just like, is that ube?
Yeah, it's like, I guess it's some kind
But it's
of
like
cream puff.
It's a cream. Oh, it's a cream puff with. What was it? Raspberry something.
Raspberry cheesecake mousse.
Right.
Yeah. So it looks good.
Yeah. Did you also see all the other merchandise, or did you see the thing about the Webslinger ride and the customized?
Yes, the special gauntlets.
Yeah. So it's interesting that you can basically, what they're doing is they're selling these web slingers, or like there's 4 different ones for the ride that will make the ride a little bit more unique.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously and from what I understand, if you have one of these things, like it looks like a thing you strap on your wrist, right?
Right.
So they have Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen, or Ghost Spider, Iron Man, and Rescue, which was Penny. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god. Now it's gonna bug me. Her name is.
Wow.
All that's going through my head now is Penny.
I know. When I said it, I'm like, that's not right.
Gwyneth Paltrow is.
I mean, it starts with a P.
I know it does, and
Pepper Potts.
Oh my god, it would have bugged me.
But with these things on, so in the ride, it's an interactive ride. And then you're basically shooting things in the ride. Yeah. But if you don't have one, you don't need one, because it's not like, if you go to Astro Blasters or on Midway Mania, there's an actual physical thing you got to touch.
Mm-hmm.
This one you don't. It's motion controlled, so you just have to throw out your wrist like Spider-Man.
Yeah. And
it'll read your wrist, and so you're still slinging webs everywhere. But if you have one of these things, it'll, like, for Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen, you shoot electro webs instead.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're Iron Man or Rescue, you're shooting, like, repulsor blasts. So on whatever screen things you're looking at, that'll change depending whether or not you have one of these things, and this look different.
Right.
Which sucks, because now to buy.
I know. $65. People are like up in arms about it.
Of course they are. It's a cash grab. Yeah, it is.
It's a cash grab. Yeah, exactly. It's a cash grab, just like Wizarding World of Harry Potter
And they're wands.
have the wands.
Yeah.
And
but the thing is with this ride, so the thing about the wands, you can't experience what you do with those wands unless you have a wand.
Mm-hmm.
You can still experience the web slinging ride without the wand.
Without the wand.
So you're really just enhancing it and whatever.
Right.
I mean,
if you were willing to shell out $65,
yeah,
you can have, a unique experience,
yeah.
which is not, I don't think, unheard of, or
no.
$65 in the long run is not that expensive.
I mean, I understand everything's expensive, but like you don't need it to enjoy the ride. And this is more aimed towards, it would be a lot different if we were still pre-pandemic, where all of us had passes and whatever. We'd get all 4, and like every time we went there, we'd have to ride it with a different one, right? So it's a little bit different now, but at some point they're gonna have some kind of pass, so it makes sense for people that go all the time.
Yeah,
to have one. I want either the Iron Man or the Rescue one because it's gonna be different.
Right.
Yeah. And what's cool about those 2 different ones, is that the motion for the Iron Man and Rescue one is similar to what they do in the movie. So like Spider-Man, your wrist is up, like the bottom of your wrist is up and your palm is up.
Yeah.
But if you're Iron Man or Rescue, it's pretty much your palm is out, like so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's those. Then the SpiderBots, of course, which I know.
I probably have to prioritize the SpiderBot over the Gauntlet this time.
I want,
but I'm going to get a Gauntlet.
The Wasp SpiderBot.
Me too. That's what I want.
I want that one, or like the Black Panther one, or the Black Widow one. I don't know which one in the picture, because one of them has like purple eyes, one of them has red eyes. I think the Black Widow one.
I think the Black Panther has a purple eye.
Okay, that'd be kind of cool because I like those. Which are different from the ones they sold them in downtown Disney a couple months ago. They sold out like nothing, but that was just the normal Spider-Man one.
Right, the normal Spider-Man.
Yeah. So these ones are the different ones, which I needed one of those. And then they have that cool looking backpack, but it's for kids. But yeah,
so much cool stuff.
Yep, it's going to be crazy.
I know. I'm gonna be broke by the time I leave there.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, let's move on to Lucasfilm news. Lucasfilm has updated the website and listed Dave Filoni as executive creative director, and it sparked internet celebration. Lucasfilm later clarified that the article published in Variety that Dave has been working in this title for some time now, and they simply updated the website, which I can see.
Yeah,
because it seems like he's had his hands in many.
Yeah, and it makes sense that he is, but the internet obviously jumped on the whole, is this now the end of, like, everything that happens is the end of Kathleen Kennedy, and it's like people don't understand how this works.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't have to be the end of Kathleen Kennedy. It just means that they now have somebody that can hopefully be the Kevin Feige.
Make a look. I like Kevin Smith.
Right.
But even he would admit he's not the one to run
right.
any of these 2 franchises. Like, he loves these franchises.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't even. I don't think he would even want to work in one of these franchises. And he's pretty much set to that. Well, Marvel maybe if
Hmm.
something quirky, like when he was supposed to be working on Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
But
Oh my God, can you imagine him doing a live action Howard the Duck movie?
I mean, I'd watch it. I mean, I'm
I'd
a fan. It's
definitely
going to
watch
see
it.
it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, Dave is. I mean, he's everything. It feels right. Like it's not a surprise that he's
Hmm.
executive creative director of Star Wars because he's the closest we have to George Lucas, pretty much.
And he spent so much time with George Lucas. I mean, people don't
Yeah,
realize how much time he spent with him.
yeah. Like I think people don't realize how much George Lucas spent on Clone Wars with him.
Hmm.
He wasn't directing, he wasn't doing all that kind of stuff, but he was pretty much there. Kind of like how he was with like Empire and Return of the Jedi. He wasn't directing
Yeah.
those movies, but he was like producing. Like he still had a lot of input.
Hmm.
So he did that also with Clone Wars. So
Right.
all the while, pretty much, he was the Jedi Master to Dave Filoni's his Padawan.
Hmm.
And then he became a
Exactly.
Jedi Knight, and then now he's a Jedi Master himself.
Yeah.
So excited.
Yeah. Very, very exciting. Very exciting stuff. All right. Well, in the same article published by Variety, it looks like Rangers of the New Republic is now listed as currently not in production, which is sad.
I mean, it doesn't mean that's done.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, it
You know,
means that we're gonna have to wait longer
yeah.
for it.
I do think. I mean, the speculation about everything and how much that it it. I mean, it does sound like Cara Dune was supposed to be the Ranger of the New
Hmm.
Republic, right?
Yeah.
Or like she was going to be heavily involved because at the end of Mandalorian season 2, there's a lot of foreshadowing of her role in Star Wars. She was a marshal,
Hmm.
and they kind of had that hint of like she's going to be more than what she was. And then out of production controversy hit. Um,
Hmm.
you know, I I think her character is important, and
Yeah.
whereas I would argue against recasting Princess Leia, age appropriate Princess Leia. Like I'd still buy a recast younger version of her.
Hmm.
Um, and like definitely I wouldn't want anyone recast as T'Challa. I think because they were
Yeah.
so iconic in those roles that you
Hmm.
can't really replace them. Whereas Cara
No.
Dune, I think, because she was like a tertiary character, and not in all the episodes, that you can find someone
Yeah.
who can
To
play that. I
replace
think it would be like replacing
Mark
um,
Ruffalo. I mean,
uh,
replacing Edward Norton.
Ed Norton. Like he was a star of one of the movies,
Yeah.
um, or even Terrence Howard with John Cheadle,
Hmm. Hmm.
which in hindsight, Don Cheadle.
Oh yeah. John
um,
Stewart.
so I think they're just gonna figure out whatever. But then again, at the same time, I would love it if they brought back the dude from Kim's Convenience
Hmm.
and made him the main character of it. So maybe they're just reworking things. Because even when they announced it, they weren't like they didn't announce a director, they didn't announce anything. They're just like, here's the title.
Yeah.
So it could just be put on hold while they're working on Andor, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka,
Hmm.
um, and whatever else they got lined up.
Right.
The Acolyte, those kind of things. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yarp.
Yeah. Lots of good stuff coming down the pipeline.
Indeed.
All right. Well, Lucasfilm actually is looking to shoot 3 more projects in the UK, and it's not going to be The Mandalorian or Ahsoka. Those will probably be in California, but they have 3 different titles, like the production titles, or what the
Like
you know
Blue
what I'm talking
Harvest,
about. Yeah, like Blue Harvest.
like
So
Blue
one is
Sock
called
or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
one is called Ghost Truck. One is called Blue Stocking,
That's it, Blue Stocking.
and the other one is called Ace of Hearts.
Yeah. And there's speculation on what those could mean.
Right.
One of them is probably is Rogue Squadron.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a movie, and they film pretty much all their movies like in the UK.
Yeah.
But then, the speculation that Ghost Truck is like Ghost Truck 6 or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think here.
Could be about ghosts and rebels.
Right. Who knows? Because of ghosts. Or, one of them could be Lando. One of them could be the Acolyte. So who knows? Maybe there's another one they put in production.
Says here, Ace of Hearts could also be tied to Lando.
Right.
So, yeah, who knows?
That's why I'm curious, like, what they're... Well, I mean, I'm curious about all of them, but, like, I'm curious if... Because I would love to see Billy D. Williams again as Lando, but also... oh my god, why am I blanking on his name?
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover. As... Is it Danny or Donald?
Wait, what?
Is it Danny or Donald?
Oh, yeah, I know. Now we're...
Which one is Childish Gambino? That guy. I get them mixed up because they both start with D. Yeah, and it's
I think it's Donald Glover.
Donald, right?
Yeah, Danny Glover is the one in different film.
Is Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon?
What?
It's Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. Every time I say the name, I'm like, wait, am I getting the right one? Which one's the one in Lethal Weapon? Which one's the one from? Was it Community? He was in.
Right.
But I would love to see them both in that show. As like the scene from Solo where he's in the Falcon, reciting his Chronicles of Lando, and that's what we're going to get, like the Chronicles of Lando. So there can be stories. It can even be Billy D. Williams just regaling people of his life. Right, he's gambling.
Yeah.
And playing sabacc, and people just ask him whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's palling with Chewie. That'd be kind of cool. Still.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you can have Donald Glover playing younger Lando. So,
I think that would be really cool.
Totes cool.
All right, well, moving on. There's some Indiana Jones 5 news. Boyd Holbrook and Shawnette Renee Wilson are added to the cast. But the big news is that there's rumor, which has not been confirmed, but several sources have said that Indiana Jones 5 will take place during the space race of the 1960s, which makes sense because the last film took place in the 1950s.
Yeah.
And Mads Mikkelsen is rumored to be a Nazi scientist recruited by NASA to help them get to the moon. And but they said that they are casting a female, an evil and brutal female antagonist that might work with Mickelson's character. So that sounds interesting to me.
Yeah. I mean, I hope. I don't know. Like, I get it. It's the 60s, and the big thing happening in the 60s is a space race, but, like, he's an archaeologist.
Yeah.
So I wonder where that plays in. Like, I think that's the problem with the fourth one, because it moved into this weird sci-fi thing.
Right.
And this didn't fit him. Not really. You know. So I don't know. Getting this rumor.
Yeah.
Like, and they've done Nazis already, so it's like, I don't know if this is just rumor based on, like, some sites just speculate and then treat it as like, this is inside scoop, like, this is what it is, and like just taking like what is plausible.
Right.
1960s, what's the big thing? Space race. Throw in a Nazi because Mads Mikkelsen. But I don't know. I'm hoping it's not that. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Stay away from the space race, like space and rockets and whatever. Like, bring him back into the dirt.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Yeah, and leave the aliens and stuff to something else. This, like, supernatural, historical archaeology things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of Alien, I just watched the movie Alien.
The first one?
The first one.
Interesting.
Scary. And I just realized that is a Disney film.
Is it?
Because it's 20th century.
Oh, that's right. I think we talked about this before. Yeah. That franchise is now within the Disney realm.
I know. Isn't that crazy? So.
I'm going to watch that other Disney film, Aliens.
I know. Yeah.
Starring Disney princess Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah. So, anyway. All right. Well, we've come to the end of our program. And thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully there will be people who will join us in the replay. Please consider subscribing to our channel, hitting the bell for notification, and liking this post. You can always reach us on Twitter at CCC Disney Uni, on Instagram at Castles, Capes, and Clones, and visit our website at www.castlescapesandclones.com. You can reach me personally on Twitter at LowJav and on Instagram at Warren Javier. How about you, Rich?
You can reach me on Twitter and Instagram at R2Romasanta.
All right. Well, the opinions expressed on today's vlogcast are solely our own and do not represent the Walt Disney Company, its subsidiaries, or assets. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you later. Bye.
Yep. Catch you on the flip side.